Hello and welcome to this week's not even top 25 power rankings, but the power rankings. Discord had a few people participate, but I'm trying to pound this video out, so thank you for those that did. In 2 weeks' time, we will have the Discord back on the board, but for now, it's just kind of what the stats say. This is 100% cumulatively based on stats. Had a lot of comments 2 weeks ago, people being completely, like, it's just when you let, like, I don't know. It's like being in a monkey house with some of these fans. But regardless, this is cumulative. It's based on stats, win rate, kill death differential, kill death ratio, gold difference per minute, tower taken differential, Baron taken percentage, Drake taken percentage, and a tier ranking. The only tier ranking I changed for anybody was MKV and Talon, or PSG after this morning when PSG and MKVE beat them after PSG were in an upper group, so I split the difference between the two, and it did result in MKVE getting above PSG, and I think that was due. So, on the left, we have major regions, LCK and LPL. Not many changes. I will say second through fifth is very close, extremely close. Literally 1 point difference between second and third, third and fourth, fourth and fifth. Like next week, T1 could be second statistically, or 2 weeks from now. But some significant movers. We see Weibo and KT move. Weibo beat Team Wii 2-1, moving up one spot. Did lose to Top Esports and BLG. That's okay. Weibo are a team that are capable of going to Worlds and being competitive, as they have the last 2 years. I'm just kind of flying under the radar as a dark horse. Then Zhao shows up in playoffs with Light, and they get the job done with a competent to good jungler in Tien. It's entirely possible. It's more so, though, KT dropping a spot. That's because they're running HLE. Well, they played HLE, Genji, and T1 and didn't win a single game. In that upper group, it's those big three. Well, it's Genji, then T1 and HLE on a tier, and KT and Nongshim on the next one. KT also swapping out supports. They went with Wei again instead of Peter. It's kind of late for that. I think you just kind of full commit. D Plus and Nongshim did tie, but D Plus won the tiebreaker. D Plus beat DNF twice, and I believe had lost as well. I think they lost to BFX and somebody else. But either way, Nongshim have not won a single game. In the upper group. They are 0-14 in split 3. They lost to Genji twice, HLE and T1. It is what it is, but they were kind of competitive in winter and spring, and that has gone away for sure. BFX moved up 2 spots, so on the next group here, we do see NiP has overtaken Team Wii. EDG is up there. FPX is dropping. We're seeing the intermixing of those top teams from the lower group with the bottom teams of the upper group, and it makes sense, right? We're seeing how they play, and it's very competitive. But BFX moved up 2 spots. They beat Bro 2-0, DK and DNF, but did lose to DRX 2-1. They're still 17th with Bro 16th because it's the entirety of the season. It's not just what fucking happened last week. So when you say, oh, well, T1 just beat HLE, how can they be below them? I don't know. Maybe you should have listened to the fucking introduction. But it is what it is. People can't help themselves. FPX are just losing a lot. So they dropped 2. Milky Way rejoins the team. There's a little bit of hope, and then they find out that he may have been match fixing with RNG. And I am curious if that happened before the supposed not paying of funds occurred. If for some reason Milky Way wasn't getting paid at the time and he resorted to match fixing, I mean, I think the LPL should seriously consider that in their thoughts on the matter. But if it was prior to him missing his checks, then one could argue RNG. Well, you're not paying a guy that's match fixing against you. How about that? That would definitely put a spin on it for sure. FPX lost to Team Wii, Anyone's Legend, JDG, and Team Wii again. The series against Team Wii are their only chance in hell. It's unfortunate. Minor regions, so this is Americas, Europe, and Southeast Asia, LCP. We see that the upper 3 remain the same. CFO Fly C9 due to the domestic success. That is what it is. The next 4 teams are all LEC. Fnatic joining that conversation once more. They have not played anybody of value yet. When they play one of those top 3 teams, that's when we'll know if Fnatic even belong in that conversation. Beating up on Heretics, SK, and BDS do not make me feel any differently. With Humanoid in the lineup, I think they do the same damn thing. So Poby is not making a difference in the win-loss column at this point. It's how they are relative to those 3 teams that truly will show whether Poby is making a substantial difference. G2 beat Heretics 2-0. Koi beat Giant X 2-1, but lost to KC 2-1. In a best of 5, any of those teams could beat each other. We've seen it the last 2 splits. I don't think it's far-fetched to believe that that is still the case. 8th is GAM, moving up 3 spots, beat PSG 2-0, SoftBank Hawks 2-0, lost to the Whales 2-0. They got to play the Whales again today. So that is a thing. Pain dropping 2 spots, beat Furia, lost to Red. Furia moving up 2 spots, beat VKS. They play them again tomorrow. Pain Gaming beat them 2-1, like we said. Red Canids are still 19th because they sucked for the majority of the year. They're doing well now. If they can do well throughout the rest of the split, the tier ranking will be helped. And when the tier ranking is helped, there's a chance that they move up in the power rankings. That's kind of the way things work when you look at cumulative power rankings. Team Liquid in 11th. Lost to Lion Gaming and Cloud9. The Lion Gaming loss is not a good one. We don't like that one. Dropping 3 spots. I mean, they're playing pretty poorly. Team Secret Whales in that left, column, so I'm going to talk about them. They beat GAM, lost to CFO. We'll see how they do against GAM today. Other significant movers, MKVE, like I said, went on a run. I mean, they beat up on that lower group. They beat SoftBank Hawks and Chiefs 2-1 each. But then 2-0 Talon, which is significant because Talon, I would like to think, is better than both those teams. But Talon lost to CFO, GAM, and MKVE without winning a single game. So Talon dropped 8 spots. A lot to do with the tier ranking change. MKVE moving up 2 spots. Nobody else significant moving wise. So right now, just theoretically, the 4 LCK teams that would go to Worlds would be Genji, HLE, T1, and KT. The 4 LPL teams, HLE, BLG, Anyone's Legend, Top Esports. So it would be Top Esports versus KT for that world spot. And I would like to think Top Esports would take that one. For sure. 369 into Perfect, theoretically, would definitely be part of that. And then Duck Dumb, insert support here into Jackie Love Hung. Ooh. Minor region, LCP would be CFO, GAM, and Team Secret Whales. LTA would be Fly, C9, and Pain. And then LEC would be G2, KC, Koi. I mean, not too far-fetched. Not out of the box in terms of results. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And hope to see you again tomorrow.